Bro, present the info faster and cut to the point. You could have presented that information in under 5 minutes. Dang, almost 3 minutes to get to the point. I probably would have picked a more reliable vehicle for overlanding, unless you want to end up hiking, LOL. Starts to get to the point at about 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Then comes another commercial. Crying, laughing face. Overlanders used to be called campers. Wow, being a YouTuber is so much fun. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Varsity Overland channel, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than usual because as of about 3 weeks ago, I surpassed the 3,000 subscriber mark, and that's all thanks to you guys. So I just wanted to start out by saying thank you so much. I can't believe that over 3,000 of you, because I think I'm at like 3.14 right now, over 3,000 people care enough about my channel and enjoy my content enough to actually click that little subscribe button and continue watching and following my journey. So I just want to start by saying thank you so much. And with that in mind, I got an idea for a new video. What if I had started my YouTube channel sooner? What gave me the idea to start this channel was a overland trip that my wife and I took in the summer of 2021. It was about 5 weeks, 8,000 miles, and we covered like 18 states. Overlanded for the entire thing, camping and off-roading and all that kind of stuff. And we really caught the bug for this overland lifestyle. But I didn't have my channel at the time, and I always wonder, you know, what kind of content would I have been able to create if I had my channel at that time. So with that in mind, reaching a milestone with my channel at 3,000 subscribers, I wondered, is there anybody else out there who is considering trying to start a channel or at least begin to film their adventures? So here we are. This video is going to be based off of my experience. What are 3 things that I would recommend to anybody who's new to the filming or at least content creation part of their overland hobby or their overland lifestyle? I have 3 recommendations that I can make for you if you're just getting started. So right off the bat, my first recommendation is be kind to yourself, because nobody else is required to be kind to you. In case you hadn't noticed, based off of the intro to this video, a little book where I wrote down some of my favorite comments that I've received over the past few weeks on my videos, both on YouTube, but also some on Instagram as well. And yeah, people are not required to be kind to you. So you need to be kind to yourself. Expect that people are going to have a problem with something in your videos or something in your content. I mean, let's face it, there are, you know, writers, producers, directors that get paid zillions of dollars in Hollywood to make film, and they're really good at it, and people still have problems with their movies, right? So there's definitely going to be someone who has a problem with your little 10-minute video that you put out there. And you know what? That's okay. People are allowed to have their own opinion just as much as I'm allowed to have my own opinion and insert my opinion into my videos. People can put their opinions in the comments. And truthfully, you want them to, because the YouTube algorithm does not know the difference between a positive and a negative comment. All YouTube knows is this video is generating attention and people are commenting and it's generating interest. So it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. Now, what I might recommend as far as the kind aspect is, you know, you don't have to necessarily respond to the negative comments. I tend not to. If I think a comment is a little bit negative and it rubs me the wrong way, I tend to just leave it there. You know, like, thank you for sharing your opinion. You know, I appreciate you watching my video, right? But you don't have to respond. Also, be kind to yourself with how hard you are on yourself. Do not make a big deal out of nitpicking every single little detail when it comes to making your videos and editing your videos. You know, little things used to bother me a lot when I first got started. I would like finish editing a video, I'd upload it onto YouTube, and then I'd start watching it, and I'd be all proud to see what it looks like, you know, on the channel. And then I'd notice that like one video transition did not line up with one audio transition or something little like that. And it would be down to like a half a second, and it would just bug me. And I finally got to understand, like, mistakes like that are going to happen. And what are you going to do when am I going to rip the video off of YouTube and try to edit it and throw it up again and as fast as possible? No. That's just so much effort. That's so much work. That's so much stress and worrying. Do what you can with the time constraints that you have and the budget constraints that you have, and make something you're happy with, put it up there, and, let the world do the rest. So, first recommendation, be kind to yourself. My second recommendation, do it because you enjoy it. And by enjoy it, I don't just mean being outside and off-roading and camping. You've got to enjoy the process. You've got to enjoy the creative side of it. You've got to enjoy editing and camera angles and stopping an entire convoy of Overland trucks because you're the dude with the drone that's got to get into the air to, film the whole process. You've got to enjoy, or at least, be willing to learn and be willing to enjoy those parts of this process. Honestly, for me, I feel like that part of it kind of comes naturally. When I was young, I discovered a program on my family computer, my family desktop, called Windows Movie Maker. And I know I'm dating myself a little bit here. Windows Movie Maker was like my introduction to like playing with footage and editing clips together and stuff like that. So I would take some shots of TV shows that I would watch, some footage from like our home video camera, our family camcorder, and I'd hook that up to the computer and download some stuff that I put together, and I'd edit a video for myself and like spend hours putting this little 5-minute project together, and I'd be done with it and I'd be all proud, and I'd sit there and I'd watch it, and then I'd kind of be like, nobody else is going to be, as interested in what I just produced as I am, so it was fun and I enjoyed editing, and I would do it for hours. I would spend beautiful days on the weekend in the house, clicking away on the computer and like editing these things together and just being creative. That was just me. But ultimately I was the only one interested in what I was creating. Now I get to create something that not only I am interested in, but then I can put it up on YouTube and share it with everybody else who is also interested. So I think it's very easy to see Overland YouTubers or related YouTubers. It could just be, hikers, backpackers, campers, whatever. It's very easy to look at them and think, wow, they get to travel all the time. They get to go off-roading all the time. They get to be outside all the time. And sure, like that's a huge aspect of it. You should enjoy that part of it too. But there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and you have to be willing to put in that effort and hopefully enjoy that as well. If you've got a creative mind, it can be a really great outlet for you. But don't go into it because you think it's just going to be an opportunity for you to be outside all the time. Because, if you get really invested into it, you'll be at the computer as often as you are at the wheel of your vehicle. And now my third and final recommendation is start small. Keep it simple. Make it easy. Make it something that you can manage. You don't need the most expensive camera and the most expensive vehicle in order to start filming your adventures. Take what you have, go outside, start taking pictures, start making a couple videos, keep them short to begin with, and start throwing them up on YouTube. You don't have to have everything exactly perfect with all of the greatest gear. And I'm speaking from experience. I am currently filming this on my phone, my Galaxy S21 Ultra. It has been my go-to because I'm so comfortable with using it, but I've been using this camera on this phone for 2.5 years. 99% of the videos I put on this channel have been from this phone. I've only recently started using an actual Sony camera for a few experimental shots. And I didn't actually have a drone to film my adventure until I think the end of my first year on YouTube. So you don't have to have all the bells and whistles. Take what you have, go outside, just start using your phone, use the vehicle that you currently own. Just start small. It's easier to manage that way, and also you're using equipment that you're comfortable with. You don't have to make it perfect. So These are my 3 recommendations. So now that we made it to the end of this video and my 3 recommendations, I wanted to mention that I had a couple other ideas with other possible topics that I could have included to this video, but I wanted to make it as condensed as I could. If you might be interested in this Overland YouTube content creator kind of stuff, comment down below and tell me other topics related to this that you might be interested in. I was considering, putting together videos on topics such as, how to work with a company, an Overland equipment company for the first time, how to get sponsored, how to use different camera angles with something as simple as like your phone, what kind of drones are really useful and easy to manage when you're an overlander. There's a couple ideas. So if you feel like you could benefit from more information related to this topic, comment down below and tell me what it is you want to know. And while you are thinking of a comment to put down below, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join the community of people who have helped me reach 3,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys sticking around. This is video number 29. 29 weeks in a row that I have put a video on YouTube. Truthfully, I don't know whether the consistency is helping or not. Sometimes I feel like the quality of the content is more important than the quantity of the content. But this is a challenge I made for myself. How many weeks in a row can I go? This one is number 29. So thanks for sticking around. I appreciate the view as always, and I'll see you next time. Peace, people.